Herbert to throw right away. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. We look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable now for Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Down. 52 blaster. Set.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Ready.
Going for it. Thompson Robinson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. Powering his way forward. Still on his feet. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Still fighting for more. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. You can talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready, ready.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hut, hut.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Hut.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
And you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Set.
A give running right is Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Hut.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Very far off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hut, hut.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. That is caught, and he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Chubb. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in this spot, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Fighting through. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Herbert now. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. 21. Set.
Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now it's Herbert. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Thompson Robinson off of play action. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Cooper, the man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
21. Baylor tight. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now Hartman going to shift his guys around. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Justin Herbert as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
17. Browns nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. He finds his target, Allen. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson now. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Allen. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
17. 43 rail. Ready.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yards. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
5-9, 5-9. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starter's telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? If they didn't cut the tape over their wrists and ankles, they've got to go back out there and play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll cause a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's That's exactly what you're looking for.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Down the left sideline. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Ten cycles. Faster, faster.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Suckups kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side, he has Johnston. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Herbert setting up the throw on 1st down. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Herbert. Complete to Johnston here.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, second through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Down the left sideline. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Kappa. Go.
Herbert to throw. Finding Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Herbert. Johnston hauls it in. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play that time for Cleveland.